Wingback 25, Drew Schwartz. Fullback 42, Josie Jewell.
Vinton-Shellsburg has won the toss, has elected to receive, and will defend the goal to our right. Offensive starters Chase Overton at quarterback, and he will rotate time with Grant Sagan. The running back is Kelvin Rickles. Chris Merchant is the fullback. The wingback is Marshall Mullenix. The tight end is Daniel Irvin on the plate, and the split end is Max Griffin. Up front, it's Brody Kerner, Nate Wiebold, Warren Rouse, Colton Draker, and Luke Moen. Up front for Decorah, Dustin Smith and Michael Peter at the ends. The tackles are Tyler Hovey is at the nose. Tackles are Andy Hubden and also Austin Ashbacker. Linebackers James Osley and Josie Jewell. The corners are Brett Johnson as well as Drew Schwartz. And the safeties are Gavin Nimrod as well as Cole Sweska. So Josh Lee will kick off from left to right. He's put 17 of his 36 in the end zone. Back deep for Vinton-Shellsburg. Rickles and Griffin. Rickles does have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Lee's approach, and here it is, the kick. It's a line drive kick coming down to Rickles. Near side hash mark at the 7. Runs to the 15. He's to the 20. Bouncing right. Runs into Dustin Smith and dragged down at the 26-yard line. So 1st and 10 from there for Vinton-Shellsburg, moving right to left as we're just underway here in the first quarter.
Well, it's easy to see, I think, not a good real choice of what lane he tried to come back up in. There looked like there was much more running room, but we've got a above angle look and can really see where the opening is, so not a real good return.
3 receivers to the left near side. Up to the line of scrimmage comes Grant Sagan at quarterback. He'll give up the middle to Chris Merchant. He gets knocked back from the line of scrimmage. Andy Hubden was first to the football. Coming off the pile for the corner was Michael Peter and James Osley. Gain of 0, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Vike defense again. You talked about Hubden just doing it, just getting off the ball again. Nothing special, just in our 52 defense, just getting off there and doing a good job, allowing really no yards.
3 receivers to the left. Quick toss. Sagan goes to the left side, makes catch. Making the catch is Kearns. He carries the tackler out to near the 30-yard line and dragged down along the left near side hash mark at the 31-yard line. Josie Jewell and Dustin Smith brought him down. Gain of 5.
Well, it was well executed, like a tunnel screen with three receivers to the left, and one steps back and catches the ball, and the other 2 form like a little wall, just like a screen play, and it was a good 5-yard gain.
1 minute into the game, no score. 3rd and 5 for Vinton-Shellsburg at the 31-yard line. Sagan takes the snap, and somebody moved early. Larry Walderbach, the official, a guy that your son Lon's pretty familiar with.
Yeah, he and Lon were on the same Iowa Conference crew for quite a while as the football officials.
So illegal procedure against Vinton-Shellsburg will make it 3rd down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Football on the left or near side hash mark. Minute 15 into the game, no score. Max Kearns brings in the play from the far sideline. He'll go split to the right far sideline. Up to the line of scrimmage comes the center, Warren Rouse. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage comes Sagan with an offset backfield to the right side. Sagan takes the snap, rushes on, fires the right side, threw it behind his receiver, and it is a catch, though, as Max Griffin made a nice grab with some nice coverage by Drew Schwartz at the 42-yard line, and it's a 1st down.
Well, drag route across the middle there. I think we were in a zone coverage just underneath it. Sagan threw it behind him, as you alluded to. Just a great grab there and a pick up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line for Vinton-Shellsburg. Offset backfield to the right side. The give is to the running back, Rickles. He'll try the right side and get knocked back from the 42-yard line. Nothing doing there. Gavin Nimrod, Andy Hubden, and Austin Ashbacker all there. 2nd and 10.
Well, it not necessarily the same play that they tried to run, the initial running play to start the drive, but it's the same place, the same point of attack off their right tackle, and Andy Hubden says no deal with good help from Gavin Nimrod.
2nd and 10 it will be from the Vinton-Shellsburg 42-yard line on Rickles' first carry of the day. Sagan takes the snap off, play action, rushes on, being chased by Peter and dumped by Peter back at the 32-yard line. Peter came in from the blind side untouched, and it's a loss of 10 yards.
Well, it looked like they were trying to go play action there and really try to deceive it, if you will, and really try and fool Decorah. They weren't, though. Michael Peter, right, Johnny on the spot, fires into the backfield, really untouched. Nobody blocked him, and picks up the sack on Sagan.
9 minutes to play, first quarter. No score. 3rd and 20 for Vinton-Shellsburg from the 32-yard line. Split backs, wing right. Sagan takes the snap. The counter coming on the left side to the back. Griffin, and he tried to pitch it back to Sagan. Sagan lost control of the football. Josie Jewell recovers it for Decorah at the 31-yard line. Just a sloppy play for Vinton-Shellsburg, and Decorah takes advantage.
Well, it's almost like the play that you play sandlot football with. The quarterback pitches it to the back, and the back pitches it back to the quarterback on not a good pitch, and it's on the ground.
8:53 to play, first quarter, no score. 1st and 10 Decorah from the Vinton-Shellsburg 31. Football towards the right side hash mark. Give to Josie off the right side. Runs along the hash mark up to the 25-yard line. Brought down on the play by Stevie Henry. It's a gain of 6.
Going back to that previous play for Vinton, it looked like they were trying to run a little hook and ladder there is what it looked like. Right there on first down, Josie did a good job picking up good yards off the power side.
2nd and 4 from the 25 to the left side. Meyer, wing left, Schwartz. Tight end right is Peter. Split backs, Josie and Holt. Give is to Holt Johansson on the left side. A block from Osley. Runs to the 20. Running to the far side. Numbers to the 15. Up the sideline. Inside the 10. And out of bounds he goes at the 6-yard line. It was Max Griffin who brought him down. It's a gain of 19 to a 1st and goal for Decorah.
It's a halfback little sweep around the left side, going from right to left. It's like a sweep 7, and they had no support on the corner. There was open space all the way until a D-back caught up with him.
So it's 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. To the left side, Johnson. Wing right is Schwartz. Tight end right is Peter. Split backs, Josie and Holt. Give to Josie right side. Spins away from the defender as he tries the middle and gets brought down near the 4-yard line. It's a gain of a couple. Brought down on the play by Colton Draker.
Well, Josie was stood up in the hole, did a spin move there to create himself 2 yards, but good job up front by Vinton that time of understanding where the football was going at the point of attack, and Josie really had no chances. There was 3 Vinton defenders around there as well.
4:10 into the ball game. 2nd and goal for Decorah. Scoreless game just underway. Vikes trying to capitalize off the turnover. Breitenmeyer to the left side. Wing left is Schwartz. Tight end right is Peter. Give off the left side to Holt Johansson. He is dragged down on the backfield on a solo stop by Warren Rouse. It's a loss back to the 5. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, we didn't block the play attack, point of attack well at all. They're in a 65 goal line defense, and both of the plays now against us have not been very, very well done because they've stood us up right in the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal from the 5. Johnson to the left side. Wing right is Schwartz. Tight end right, Peter. Split backs, Josie and Holt. Qualley under center. Toss goes to Josie right side. Looks to turn upfield. Runs over defender. Lunging towards the goal line. He's just going to be denied as he was brought down by the combination of Kelvin Rickles as well as Daniel Irvin. And it's 4th and goal for Decorah.
Team pitch play there. We pulled Osley, got some blockers out in front, but give Vinton-Shellsburg credit. They stood up and kind of hand-fought there and pushed some blockers back into Josie. He just denied the goal line.
6:38 to play, first quarter, no score. 4th and goal, Decorah at the 1. Josie and Holt split behind Qualley. Tight end right is Peter. Wing right is Schwartz. Split to the left side is Meyer. Qualley sneaks it behind the blocking of Peter Kephart. Fights! Does he get there? No signal yet. And he is denied the end zone. Qualley tried to take it right behind Peter Kephart. The middle of the Vinton-Shellsburg defense responds and brings down Qualley for no gain. So Vikes held off the scoreboard after the turnover.
Well, there was a quarterback sneak off the right hip of our center, Kephart, and toward our right guard. And you got to give them credit. They had 3 really, really good plays, actually 4 good plays there to deny us.
6:23 to play first quarter, no score. 1st and 10 from the 1-yard line. They sneak it off the right side with Rickles, and Rickles will lunge ahead to maybe the 2-yard line. Very good response up front. The tackle will be to Tyler Hovey as well as Gavin Nimrod. It's a gain of a yard, maybe.
Looks like we're playing rugby out there. It looked like a rugby scrum there, but they pushed the pile a little bit forward there for about 2 yards to at least get a little bit of breathing room.
Halfway point first quarter, no score. 2nd down and 9 from the Vinton-Shellsburg 1-yard line. Or about the 2-yard line, I should say. Under center is Sagan. He'll take the snap, give to Rickles left side, lunges ahead to maybe the 4 as he's brought down by a gang tackle effort along the near side hash mark. It's James Osley, the man that led the charge, as well as Andy Hovden.
Well, with that gain, and if they don't make any more on the 3rd down, and obviously they'll have to punt on the 4th, they've got enough room to have their regular spacing for their punt, so that's a positive, although they wanted a lot more than that. They want to get a 1st and 10.
3rd and 7 from the 4. 2 receivers left side, split backs in the backfield. Sagan takes, gives to Rickles, runs off the left side. He'll move ahead to across the 5 to near the 7-yard line. Brought down on the play by Dustin Smith. Correction on the ball carrier. It was Chase Merchant. It's a gain of 2, but they needed more than that. A 3 and out from the defense, and the punt unit on for Vinton-Shellsburg.
Good resistance up front, not being faked out. They tried to fake a little bit of a play-action boot there after that play, but Decorah was not faked out.
The punter is Colton Draker, averaging 37-1 a punt. Johnson and Jewell back deep for Decorah. They're inside the Decorah or the Vinton-Shellsburg 45-yard line. Snap back in good shape. Draker moves forward, gets the kick away. A high kick, good hang time to it, and goes out of bounds in the vicinity of the 40-yard line. The line judge and referee will line it up. And it'll go out of bounds at the 38. So a punt of 31. No return. 4:28 to play first quarter. No score. Decorah and Vinton-Shellsburg.
Wide splits on that punt there. Don't see that a whole lot in high school football.
So 1st and 10 at the Vinton-Shellsburg 38. Vikes started at the Vinton-Shellsburg 31 after the turnover, but couldn't score. Peter to the left side. Wing right is Schwartz. Split to the right short side is Johnson. Pitch goes to hold around left and a block from Hovden. He runs to the 30 up the hash mark and brought down at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The man making the tackle was Daniel Irvin.
That's running back. Quick pitch with your tackle, Hovden leading the interference, and we got a good running start around the corner and were able to turn the corner rather easily and pick up a good 10-plus yards.
So 1st and 10 from the 25. Johnson the left side. Cole Sweska wing left. Tight end right is Peter. Split backs Jewell and Holt. Taking the snap is Qualley. He has plenty of time in the pocket. He fires over the middle. Catch made by Johnson inside the 10 and dragged down by Max Griffin in the center of the field at the 5-yard line. Good pass protection. Well executed pass play.
Well, Jake did an outstanding job there of stepping up and getting his feet set underneath him and delivering a strike to Johnson, who was kind of running semi-slant / drag route across the middle of the field. And those two have a special connection, and it showed right there.
3:52 to play first quarter, no score. 1st and goal. Decorah at the 5. Johnson to the left side. Wing left is Schwartz. Tight end right is Peter. Split backs Josie and Holt. Qualley under his center, Peter Kephart. Takes the snap, gives to Josie right side. Powers off the right side, fighting to the goal line. He's in. Touchdown. Tell you what, it wasn't easy, but Jewell got the job done for Josie. That is rushing touchdown number 8 on the season, and the Vikes go up 6-0.
We actually blocked the hole quite well to give Josie his shoulders and hips straight toward the goal line. He didn't have to go slithering in, and that way he's got the full power of his whole body going toward the goal line. So it was a pretty good team play.
38 yards, 3 plays, 49 seconds off the clock. Josh Lee for the PAT. He's 22 for 23 in said category. Peter Kephart is your snapper, and Bryce Pierce is your holder. Snap, spot, kick, up, and good. So 7-0 Decorah, 3:37 to play first quarter. Let's hear for the good folks at Decorah Tire Service. Vikes weren't able to convert after the turnover, but the field position flip did help. And a 38-yard, three-play drive, 49 seconds off the clock, and Decorah leads at 7-0 on homecoming night as we broadcast from the Kenneth Olson press box here at Viking Stadium. Lee's first kick went to the 6. This kick is going to be deeper. Rickles will take it at the 4, runs straight ahead to the 5-10, runs up the middle, hit by a man at the 20-yard line, keeps going across the 25 and finally dragged down near the 26-yard line. Michael Savarov in on the stop.
A much better return on their part as far as taking advantage of running right back straight up from where he received the ball and not wasting a lot of running time going laterally as they did their first one.
So moving right to left is Vinton-Shellsburg, trailing 7-0 on homecoming night for 2012. Two receivers to the right far side. And this time it is Overton under center. He'll take the snap, swings it out. Catch made by Griffin, but tackled immediately. A solo stop in the right flat by Gavin Nimrod at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 3 as he's brought down on the far side numbers.
Well, they ran that play to some success about the second play from scrimmage. That time Gavin came unblocked in there, and really good job of Gavin understanding where the football was going and swarmed in and made a nice sure-handed tackle on the play.
2nd and 13 from the 23-yard line with 3 minutes to play first quarter. No, at 7-0 Decorah. Split backs in the backfield. Overton takes, gives to Merchant, runs the right side, and Merchant gets knocked back right along the far side hash mark. Hovden was there. Osley was there. Also helping out Michael Peter. They'll mark him at the 24, so only a gain of a yard, 3rd and long for Vinton-Shellsburg.
Well, we've completely controlled the line of scrimmage on our defensive front. They haven't been able to push us off the line of scrimmage at all on any play so far in the first quarter with their offensive front.
3rd and 12 from the 24-yard line for Vinton-Shellsburg. Overton takes the snap, rushes on as he rolls to the left. He'll throw the left side, and a diving attempt incomplete. Kearns was the intended receiver along the left near side numbers at the 30. Nimrod in coverage in the Decorah zone. A 3-and-out from the defense.
They just tried to roll the pocket there, and tried to roll. It's a tough play, though, when you're rolling that way to try to throw across your body like that and make an accurate throw, and ball just hit the turf and fell incomplete.
First punt of the day for the punter, Colton Draker, went 31 yards. Jewell and Johnson back deep for Decorah. Spread punt formation, line of scrimmage to the 24-yard line. Snap back to Draker in good shape. He'll move forward, get the kick away. Nice hang time to this one as Josie catches it. Far side numbers at the 40. Runs ahead to the 45. He gets to the 50. Barrels over a couple of defenders and gets brought down by Josh Ferguson at the 46-yard line. A return of 14 after a punt of 36. So another short field for Decorah. 2:04 to play first quarter. 7-0 Vikings.
Good job on Jewell's part. First of all, fielding the ball very cleanly. It was a very high punt with a lot of hang time, and then just going straight up the field from where he caught it and doing a nice 14-yard return.
1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Left to right go the Vikings. Schwartz left. Johnson right. Wing back right is Peter. Dropping a throw is Qualley. Has plenty of time. He'll fire over the middle. It's picked off. First interception thrown by Qualley this year, and it's Josh Ferguson, the man who gets it, his first interception, as he picks it off in the center of the field at the 35-yard line.
Well, I don't mean to throw anybody under the bus. That was a bad read by Qualley. They had that underneath route taken, and I think that was his first read. Should have looked further down the field. We had some receivers open. Just a poor read there by Qualley, and intercepted. Got to give Vinton-Shellsburg credit there, too, that we're in the right spot.
1st and 10, 35-yard line, minute 58 to play first quarter. Quick toss left side, caught by Griffin. Tackled immediately by Gavin Nimrod at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 yards. 2nd and 6 upcoming.
Well, those ball kind of control passes are just as good as running for 4 or 5 yards on the first down. Ball delivered very well. No hesitation, so we couldn't close quick enough to either knock it down or intercept it. So a well-ran play on their part.
2nd and 7 from the 39-yard line. Sagan takes the snap, rolling out to his right side, hit by Austin Ashbacker as he throws down the middle of the field, incomplete. He tried to end up with Max Griffith along the far side hash mark, who was covered well by Schwartz and Sweska near the 25-yard line. It's 3rd down.
Well, tried a home run ball there, and we had pretty good coverage there. Looked like they had some guys in the middle of the field that were open, but we had some good pressure there too. I don't think he got his feet entirely set there, and we hit him after he released the football as well.
Vinton 1 for 4 on 3rd downs, 3rd and 7 from their own 39, 1:21 to play first quarter, 7-0 Decorah. To the right side will go Tanner Spies. Everybody else in tight. Give to Merchants off of the option look. A late pitch now from Sagan to Rickles, and Rickles gets brought down along the far side hash mark at the 36-yard line. It was Dustin Smith, the man that brought him down on the play. Rickles really didn't have any options, neither did the quarterback. It's 4th down.
Well, what they started to do was they rode the fullback Merchant into the line, pulled it out, and then started to down the line option, and the quarterback pitched it to the trail back, but we had good pursuit.
Colton Draker on in punt formation, punts of 31 and 36 thus far. Josie and Brett Johnson back deep as Draker's kick. Good hang time to it. Josie calling for the fair catch, runs up on it and gets ran into, but not enough to warrant a flag at the 38-yard line. So 1st down and 10 from that point. It's a punt of only 26 yards, no return. 35 seconds to play first quarter. It is a 7-0 lead for Decorah. This will be the first snap inside Decorah territory, moving left to right. Johnson to the left side. Sweska wing left. Tight end right is Peter. Split backs with Nimrod and Jewell. Qualley takes the snap, gives to Nimrod, bounces off a defender in the backfield, runs to the 40, and gets across the 40 to the 45-yard line. And you know what? Colton Draker's better get a flag one of these moments. He late hit a kid the last time on offense. He late hit Qualley and Hovden on defense. Larry's going to put a stop to it and give more credit to Jim Womasil. He's pulling the kid out of the game right now.
Well, first of all, the timing on the play isn't what you would say was smooth between our quarterback and our running back, but yet we were able to make a nice gain of 6 yards out of the play.
And that will end the first quarter. 7-0. Decorah leads it. Let's take a break for Olsen Explosives. And for Qualley takes, gives to Schwartz on wingback sweep to the right side. Turns upfield to the 50, far sideline, 45-40. Schwartz to the 35. Gets away from one defender there. Moves ahead along the far side numbers and gets brought down at the 25-yard line. Drew Schwartz with a gain of 31 to a 1st and 10 for Decorah.
Well, that was just a great team play on the fly sweep. We had defenders out there. I think we pulled Osley, if I'm not mistaken, and pulled him out for some interference there, and then Drew turned on the afterburners and picked up some positive yards there on 2nd down.
11:43 to play, second quarter, 7-0 Decorah, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. To the left side is Johnson, wing left, Sweska, tight end right, Peter. Here is the give on the counter to Sweska. Had to get by one defender in the backfield, moves along the hash mark straight ahead, inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. It ends up getting 7, but Sweska's moving the backfield, got the yardage for Decorah as Max Kearns brought him down.
The first hit was on our side of the line of scrimmage, where it would have been a loss if the tackle was solid, but give Sweska credit. He wiggled out of that tackle and continued straight down the field for a 7-yard gain.
2nd and 2 from the 17. Vice moving right to left. Football on the far or right side hash mark. Johnson to the right side. Schwartz to the left. Tight end left is Peter. I formation with Nimrod and with Jewell. Qualley takes, gives to Gavin left side, runs to his left, hits the 15-yard line, keeps the legs moving, gets knocked back from there. Gavin will get credit for a gain of 3. It'll be close to 1st down yardage. The leading defender that time was Josh Ferguson.
Well, tried the lead play there. Josie got a bull of steam going. I was watching him, and he kind of whiffed on a kid a couple times there, and probably would have given Nimrod the 1st down if he would have picked up a block there. But nonetheless, Gavin did a good job to pick up what he could there on that 2nd down play.
10:20 to play, second quarter, 3rd and 1 for Decorah from the 15, leading 7-0. Receivers left and right, I formation, tight end right is Peter. Give to Nimrod, 1st down and more, right side as he gets brought down inside the 15 at the 12-yard line. The trip-up tackle came from Stevie Henry.
1st down.
Well, there was a help from the point of attack blockers. There was a hole that Nimrod used to be able to get momentum going toward the goal line and pick up that 1st and 10.
From the 12-yard line, football in the center of the field. In Vinton-Shellsburg territory, Johnson to left side, wing left, Schwartz, tight end right, Peter, Nimrod, and Jewell in an I formation, play fake to Nimrod. They throw the right side, catch made by Josie. He's brought down between the numbers and the hash mark on the far side at the 6-yard line. The tackle credit will go to Tanner Spees. It's a gain of 6.
Well, they just rolled Josie out from the fullback position there, just kind of drug him across the middle of the field. A good job by Jake to sit there and be patient. That's a timing route there that you got to be good with, and Jake did a good job delivering the ball to Josie there right on the money, but give Vinton credit too for being right there to make a tackle.
2nd and 4 from the 6. Johnson to the left, Sweska to the right, wing back left is Peter. I formation in the backfield with Nimrod and Jewell, football right or far side hash mark. Give to Nimrod left side, gets a block from Smorstad to the end zone, touchdown! Gavin Nimrod with his 4th touchdown of the season. 13-0 Decorah with 9:11 to play here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, it was well blocked. From the time the quarterback gave the ball to the running back, Nimrod, he was not touched until he went across. He was already in the end zone, so very well blocked for 6 points.
63 yards in 7 plays, taking 3 minutes and 24 seconds off the clock. Josh Lee for the PAT. Bryce Pierce receives the snap from Peter Kephart, who puts it down for Josh Lee's PAT, which is up and good. It is 14-0 Decorah, 9:11 to play, 2nd quarter. And let's take a break for Plan 1 Financial. 14-0 Decorah. A Josie Jewell touchdown run and a Gavin Nimrod touchdown run have put the points on the board for the Vikings thus far. Josh Lee kicking off from right to left as we look at Vikings Stadium, and this deep kick will come down to Griffin. I thought he could have caught it at the 1, but he let it go. It's going to be the first touchback of the night for Decorah. So 14-0 Decorah, and 1st and 10 for Vinton-Shellsburg, their worst starting spot of the night, their own 20-yard line, moving left to right.
That's a better kickoff there by Josh. Got some good hang time on it, and going to force Vinton to go the full field here.
Vinton on offense from left to right for the first time tonight. Up to the line of scrimmage they go with a high formation and a wing left. Pitch goes to Rickles running around the left end, looking for an opening, just not finding one. Andy Hovden, Michael Peter, James Osley, all there. Loss of a yard back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 1, as we said.
I would say as we're a minute and about 3 minutes and 10 seconds into the 2nd quarter, they've got negative yards rushing.
-6, Coach.
Yep.
2nd and 11 from the 19. Sagan takes the snap on the roll to the right side, being chased by Hobie. Dumps it right flat, going for Merchant, incomplete. Merchant took a hit from Dustin Smith, who nearly picked off the football on the right flat along the near side. Numbers at the 23. It's 3rd down.
They're not allowing Sagan in the pocket. He's rolling every time. I think that's because Decorah, that might be by design, Darren. You've watched a lot more film on Vinton than I have.
They do a lot of motions out of the pocket.
Okay, well, nonetheless, they had some guys open there, but it would require a throw across the body, and just didn't have anybody there.
3rd and 11 from the 19-yard line. Taking the snap, Sagan pressures on, throws the left side, catch made by Rickles at the 20, moves up the sideline, is get brought down by Josie Jewell and Tyler Hobie at the 25-yard line. A gain of 6, but they needed a lot more than that, as that's a tough position to put a kid into, having to get 10 yards and get through about 5 defenders there, Coach.
Well, they put him in the shotgun so that he had time to look downfield, not having to backpedal his X number of steps to turn around and see what was going on. So that was a positive. He threw a good strike, but it was only for about 5-6 yards, so it's punting.
4th and 5 from the 25-yard line. Johnson and Josie back deep to field the punt of Draker. Draker moves forward, gets the kick away. Nice hung time to it as Johnson calls for the fair catch. Drops it. Covering the fumble was Andy Strand. Appeared to be on it. They are still fighting for it at the 40-yard line. And they're going to say it's Decorah football. Andy Strand got back on top of it as Brett Johnson tried to run up and make the fair catch with a bunch of Vinton-Shellsburg defenders around him, and it was almost disastrous for the Vikings.
Well, Coach, you've coached more, obviously, football than I ever have. Do you tell your guy to get out of the way there, or what? I mean, or our guy just to run away from the football, or
yeah,
what?
John, even if you've called for the fair catch and then you can see it's going to drop that short, you run away and start yelling, get away from the ball.
7:44 to play, second quarter, 14-0. Decorah. Quali takes, gives to Dustin Smith, left side, Holland Moore runs to the 30, gets a block from Hovden, inside the 20, brought down along the near side hash mark at the 15-yard line. Daniel Irvin, the district leading tackler, brought him down. Good team play for 24 and a 1st and 10.
A good job by Smith after getting easily through the line of scrimmage, and I say easily. He did a good job on his last two help blockers to duck behind and wait for them to even help him get additional yardage. A nice run.
1st and 10 from the 15. Breitenmeyer to the right side, Schwartz wing right, tight end left side, Kyle Kane, I formation with Dustin Smith and Holt Johansson, option right side. Quali turns upfield inside the 15, inside the 10, takes a hard hit, and down he goes at the 8-yard line. The tackle to Chase Overton, but a gain of 7 yards.
I thought that was a good read there by Jake. He had hold out there, but did a good job of cutting up field and doing a really good job of just reading the blocks and reading where the football needs to go, and took a hit there too. You don't like to see a quarterback do that, but nonetheless picked up 7 yards.
2nd and 3 from the 8, 14-0. Decorah approaching the halfway point of the second quarter. I formation. Johnson split to the left side. While he takes, gives to Johansson, dives off right guard inside the 5, down to the 4. He'll get a 1st and goal because of that. He was brought down by Brody Kerner on the play.
Again, a hole at where we wanted to run the ball, and some good lead blocking by his fellow back produced another good run down inside the 5-yard line.
Football on the right or far side hash mark. It's 1st and goal at the 4. Breitenmeyer to the left side, wing left to Schwartz, tight end right, Kyle Kane, Dustin Smith, and Holt Johansson in a straight I formation behind Quali, who takes the snap, gives to Johansson left side, hit near the goal line, keeps fighting, lunging to the end zone, touchdown! The head linesman came in, saw where the ball was, threw the hands up. It's 20-0 Decorah. 6:13 to play, second quarter.
Good job of blocking there, but also a better job by Holt of not wanting to be denied the end zone, and just grit and determination there to get in. And you got to give the offensive line credit, but Holt did that as well. Just kept churning his legs and getting in the end zone.
So Josh Lee will try to go 3 for 3 on the PATs. Pierce the holder, Kephart the snapper. Snap spot kick. It is up, and it is good. 21-0 Decorah, 6:13 to play, second quarter. We will take a timeout for Burning Rock. 21-0 Decorah, one score of area interest, second quarter. Walk-on leading Union LaPorte City 14-3. Also a second quarter, Crestwood up on Independence 6-3. So Josh Lee, who's only kicked from this direction tonight, went into the end zone. His 2 kicks in the first quarter from left to right went to the 6-yard line. This one is going to be deep and not playable, as it lands a yard deep in the end zone. 2 for 2 on the touchbacks here in the second quarter for Josh Lee. 6:13 to play, second quarter, and Decorah up 21-0. At this point in the game, if you're Vinton, you got to go away from your original game plan here, Coach.
They have nothing to lose, no matter what play call they make when you're down already in a quarter and a half, 21-0. So if you're going to play to win, you just open it up.
Overton takes, gives to Merchant, runs off the left side, fighting forward, dancing ahead across the 20 to the 23-yard line. Merchant was the ball carrier and was brought down by Holt Johansson, James Osley, and McKinley McCabe. It's a gain of 3 yards, and it all came on second effort.
Excuse me, it looked like we had the ball down, but give Vinton-Shellsburg's back credit. Just kept on turning the legs and moving the pile.
This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah, 2nd and 7 for Vinton-Shellsburg from the 23-yard line. Give to Rickles on a sweep to the right side. Brought down from behind on a solo stop by the homecoming king, Andy Hovden, near the right side hash mark at the 22, a loss of 1.
Well, they haven't been able to get a push, nor have they been able to maintain their block once they get locked in on our defensive people. So they haven't been able to move the ball.
Yeah. Well said, Coach. 3rd and 8 from the 22, 21-0 Decorah as we hit the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. Drop it to throw is Overton. Overton with time, tried to throw the left side, and it's nearly intercepted. Holt Johansson almost had a pick as Overton underthrew Max Kearns in the left flat near the 25. It's 4th down.
Well, they tried a little bubble screen there is what it was, and nobody home there, not on the same page.
So Colton Draker will kick off from left to restart the game with the punt from left to right. Johnson and Jewell back deep. Draker moves forward, gets the kick away. Not as good of a kick as that one goes out of bounds in the vicinity of the Vinton-Shellsburg 40-yard line. Draker, who has gotten some good hang times on his kicks tonight, that one totally off the side of his foot, goes out of bounds at the 39-yard line. 17-yard punt, no return, 4:57 to play here in the second quarter. It is a lead of 21-0 for Decorah. Again, the field position game, only 2 snaps tonight in Decorah territory, Coach.
Yeah, starting again on that short field, and we've just had a good job, though, in every part of the game so far.
1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Quality off play action has time. Fires deep down the right sideline. Going for Johansson. Makes the catch. Touchdown! Johansson beat the coverage of Tanner Spies down the right sideline. Qualley with his 4th touchdown pass of the season. Holt Johansson with his first varsity receiving touchdown. 27-0 Decorah. 4:50 to play second quarter.
Well, a wheel route by Johansson out of the backfield, but guys, he had his choice. He had either Brett Johnson run in the middle of the field or
and they pitch it to Johansson on a 2-point play, and Johansson walks into the end zone for the score. And that was just a case of reading where the defense lined up on the extra point, right, Coach?
Yep. You count the number of people you have against the number of people that they have, and if we're overmatched, we've got extra blockers, it goes directly, as we saw, for a run into the end zone for a 2-point conversion.
4:50 to play second quarter, 29-0 Decorah with the lead. Let's take a break for Rockweiler Appliance and TV. So 29-0 the score. Decorah on top, kicking off from right to left to restart the ball game is Josh Lee. Lee's kick is going to be a returnable. It's caught by Grant Sagan at the 5, runs straight ahead to the 10 to the 15, finds an opening to the 20 and dragged down at the 26-yard line. Michael Savarov is the man that brought him down at that point. So 29-0. It's 1st down and 10 at the 26-yard line for Vinton-Shellsburg. Vikes still pretty much with their entire number 1s up on defense right now. Vinton-Shellsburg stopped Decorah on a 4th and goal at the 1-yard line on their initial possession of the game. Other than that, it's been all Vikings tonight. Sagan takes the snap, gives to Merchant, hit by Michael Peter and knocked back from the 25, a loss of a yard. Vinton just can't do anything offensively on the ground.
No, they can. Whittle in there, too. Good to see him on the defensive line. The big 71 in there, as well as Michael Peter, first to the football. Great job up front, understanding where the football was going, and Michael says no mas.
2nd and 11 from the 25-yard line. The lone back in the backfield is Merchant, driving to throw is Sagan. Sagan throws down the right sideline, and a one-handed intercepted by Johnson at the 50. Runs to the 40, near side numbers 30, 20, and brought down at the 16-yard line. An athletic interception by Brett Johnson at the 49. He'll return it to the 16-yard line and set up the Vikes in great field position on their second takeaway of the night.
the ball underthrown, and our defensive back did a nice job of continuing to run to the ball and was able to reach up with a hand and more or less stab it like Velcro on his hand, and nice return run after catching and intercepting the ball.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line for Decorah. Moving right to left, give to Josie. Tried to cut it back as he tried off right guard. Tries right guard again on the 3rd attempt and moves up the hash mark to the 12-yard line. Brought down on the play by Daniel Irvin. It's a gain of 4.
Well, Josie was hit initially in the hole where we wanted to run. It was on the quick side that time behind Smorstead and Hovey, and not a whole lot of room there, but Josie, being the good guy he is, just kept on churning forward and spinning and moving and picked up 3 yards.
2nd and 7 from the 13, 3.5 to play, second quarter, 29-0 Decorah. Receivers left and right. Give to Josie. No, it's a keeper for Qualley. Runs the right side. A block from Josie. He's inside the 5. He'll lunge ahead to the 3-yard line. As Qualley bellies for a gain of 10 and a 1st and goal for Decorah.
Well, the wind is out of the sail of their Vikings, the Vinton-Shellsburg. Let me tell you, they're pretty much on their heels on everything they're doing here. It's pretty easy going. Again, on that quarterback keep, there was little resistance.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Dylan Henning to the right side. Schwartz to the left. Split backs with Josie and Holt. Tight end left side is Peter. Qualley takes pitch to Josie. Left side, a block from Holt. And he walks into the end zone for the touchdown. 35-0 Decorah. 2:53 to play here in the second quarter.
Well, as Coach said Josie walked into the end zone. There was nobody touched him. Power pitch play pulled Hovden out, and that was Osley that was pulling on that play, and just fell right behind him. Good job by them to block out in front for Josie to allow him to get in the end zone.
Josh Lee will attempt his 5th PAT of the night, trying to go 27 for 28 in said category this year. Snap, spot, kick. It is up, and it is good. It is 36-0 Decorah. With 2:53 to play here in the second quarter, the Vikings led 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. They've only been stopped on offense once all night. And you know me, guys, I got to come up with a stat here. That's the 12th takeaway for Decorah this year. They have scored 42 points off those takeaways. Decorah has 4 giveaways this year and has not been scored against after a giveaway. So an awfully key statistic. It's not only what you do getting the turnover, it's also very important to do something with it after you get said turnover.
Well, capitalizing is key, and Decorah's been good on that all year.
Brett Johnson's interception set that up. 36-0 Decorah, as the Vikings of Decorah have controlled this thing ever since their initial offensive series of the game. Josh Lee kicking off from right to left. With 2:53 left here in the first half, Steph Drews, swim coach, joining us at halftime. Short kick bounces at the 8, taken by Sagan. Far side hash mark at the 6. Runs up the hash mark to the 20. A lane to his left, and he is wrestled down at the 23-yard line. It was down on special teams that time. Mitchell Klein for Decorah. So 1st down and 10 from the 28-yard line, Coach.
The positive for them was the ball was not easily to handle since it bounced, and the return man couldn't really catch it in the air. Did a nice job of cleanly fielding it off the bounce and made a good return out of it.
1st and 10, 28-yard line. Sagan takes, gives to Griffin, and he is erased by Austin Ashbacker. Number 64 with a 6.4 on the Richter scale.
That was a nice read there by Ashbacker. He almost took that ball right off the quarterback's hands, but whoa, that was a hit right there. That was a wake-up call to that guy coming across. I don't think he'll do that anymore.
2nd and 14, back to the 24-yard line. 2:14 to play in the half, and somebody moved early. One of the receivers on the near side out of a spread set for Vinton-Shellsburg, and it will be the second penalty of the night on the Vikings. Illegal procedure on Vinton-Shellsburg. So 2nd and 19 from the Vinton-Shellsburg 19-yard line. Josie Jewell, 2 touchdown runs. Gavin Nimrod a rushing touchdown. Holt Johansson a rushing touchdown, and a Quali to Johansson connection for the 5 scores tonight. And Johansson took it in on a 2-point play when one side was overloaded for Decorah. Vikes in their nickel with 5 defensive backs. Dropping to throw a Sagan, hit as he throws down the left sideline. Intercepted and dropped by Josh Eady, who's playing with a club on that left hand. He couldn't corral that one at the 45-yard line, and the receiver for Vinton-Shellsburg, Kearns, had to turn defensive back to try to knock that thing away.
Well, it was just a fly pattern from a wide out trying to hit the home run, and we had him. Edie had him well covered. He was step for step with him, and when it came down, he had the best chance of getting the ball. And as Darren said, he's got a cast on the hand, so it's a little more difficult to really squeeze the ball.
And to his credit, he has 3 picks so far this year. 3rd down and long for Vinton-Shellsburg. 3rd and 19 from the 29. They throw the right side, spies the intended receiver wide of the mark, incomplete. And the back judge, 10 seconds after the play, is going to throw the flag, and frankly, it's the right call.
It was interference.
Yep. The line judge on the near side called it incomplete. The back judge came in after the play. It looks bad for as long as he waited to throw the flag that time, but I think it's the right call, guys.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah, I think he was coming out of his break, and we impeded his route, if you will, and that's the call.
So that'll be 1st down and 10 at the 34-yard line. Only the second first down of the night for Vinton-Shellsburg. They got one on their initial 3rd down of the game on a passing play, and it takes the Vikings' first penalty of the night to give them their second one. So 1st down and 10, it will be from the 34-yard line. 1:51 to play till halftime. Steph Drews, the girls' swim coach, and a Viking sports report coming up at the halftime break. Receivers left and right, slot left, slot right. Sagan will take the snap out of the gun, rushes on, still in the pocket, fires over the middle, through the hands of Josie Jewell, incomplete. He almost got the Oski there, as the intended receiver was Logan Davis. Fortunately, he plays a better third base than that, Coach.
Yeah, it looked like it went right through both hands of our linebacker Jewell. A very poor decision. There's just no way, the way that ball was thrown and the cover we had on the guy that he was being thrown to, that he could thread that ball in there.
2nd and 10 from the 34. Give on the counter to Griffin. He's hit by Josie Jewell, escapes his tackle, hit by another Viking defenders, and gets smothered on the far side. Numbers at the 32-yard line. Michael Savarov and Austin Ashbacker. Sean Truan also there. Loss of 2. 3rd down and 12 for Vinton-Shellsburg. Minute and a half till halftime. 36-0 Decorah.
They tried the counter sweep there, tried to give Decorah a dose of medicine, and Jewell, though did not get credit for the tackle, really just blew up that play and slowed the back enough for the other guys to come in there and finish him off.
3rd and 12 from the 32-yard line. Taking the snap is Sagan. He rolls to his right. He sets his feet. He throws down the middle. Incomplete, and a nice play by Drew Schwartz, who disconnected Griffin from the football near the 48-yard line. It's an incomplete pass and a 4th down upcoming. Schwartz ended up timing that baby well.
Yeah, the pass was thrown fairly accurate, and it was just a case that the receiver couldn't hold on to the ball because the defender, Schwartz, did a good job of contact right as the hands had a chance to catch the ball by the receiver.
And Draker, who's been the busiest man on the Vinton-Shellsburg offense with his right leg, will take a head-high snap and move forward, get the kick away. Pearson, Sweska back deep this time. Cole Sweska makes the catch on the far side. Numbers, or between the numbers and the hash mark on the far side at the 35, and he'll move ahead to the 37-yard line where he's tackled immediately right there. 33-yard punt, no return, 55 seconds to play till halftime. It is 36-0 Decorah, and the Vikings with only their 3rd snap in Viking territory, as The number 2s looks like coming in as Bryce Pierce is going to be the quarterback here for Decorah. Sean Truan will be on the offensive line. Nick Gosling and Cole Hamilton will be on the quick side for Decorah on the offensive line. First down and 10 at the 37-yard line. Pierce takes the snap, gives up the middle to the fullback Dustin Smith, who squeezes off left guard to the 40-yard line as Dustin Smith ends up getting 3. 36-0 Decorah, as Vikes obviously in no hurry here. On the power tackle right now for Decorah is Matt Whittle. And we'll get the power guard to you because skill position guys love every play. And McKinley McCabe is at the right guard. Got to give the big uglies some love too. And we use that as a term of endearment. Not to go to Hollywood on you there. Second down and 7 from the 40-yard line. Give to Savaroff off the left side across the 45 and tripped up to the 46-yard line. Daniel Urban, the man that brought him down. And that's going to be the final play of the first half. And nothing else to say but other than a 4th and goal at the 1-yard line. Total domination for Decorah, Coach.
Yeah, it's been pretty much a one-sided game. Darren alluded to the only part of the whole 24 minutes that Vinton-Shellsburg beat us on anything on any part of the game, and that was a goal line stand in which we couldn't get it in 4 downs inside the 5-yard line. And other than that, we have totally controlled every part of the game.
And John, your first half thoughts? I'm sure it's pretty much a broken record.
Yeah.
Or nowadays it's a skip CD.
Hey, there you go. Well, nothing nothing else really to say. Yeah, it's just good first half play by Decorah, and let's hope we can continue that play here in the second half. All
right, let's go to our halftime show. 36-0 Decorah. Steph Drew's on the way next on Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC.
Line of blockers, and that's what we did for a 2-point conversion.
36-0. We're with sophomore coach Jeff Friedoff. And how do you approach this second half? Obviously, things went real well for you in the first half, Coach.
Well, I thought Vinton came out and gave us a good first quarter there and tested a little bit. They had that goal line stand against us. But then our guys decided to open up a little second quarter. That's probably one of the better second quarters that we've played so far this year. So I'm going to come out here. The first groups are going to start here the second half. And as we talked about them at halftime, just make sure that we continue to play like we've been playing in the second quarter. We'd like to, get out here and get a nice, consistent drive going and can keep some of the trends going that we've had this year. I think every game we've played this year, Darren, if I've read the Darren Swenson blog correctly, I think we scored a touchdown in every offensive start to the second half. So, of course, that's going to be our goal.
All right, and Coach, you guys didn't have a game this week as the freshmen played before the varsity here tonight. Having a bye week at this time of the year, what's the good about that? What's the bad about that?
Well, it's high school football. You'd rather not have bye weeks. It's a little bit different than college and everything else. But, it was a unique opportunity for us, and I think the way you approach it is you say, what can you do this week to become better student athletes? And for us, we got in the weight room and kind of got a little bit more serious about the lifts this week than normally what we normally do. And we just focused on a lot of fundamentals. One thing that we want to try to emphasize is Decorah football is we want our kids to be able to do the fundamentals well, which is, basic blocking, tackling, running, passing, catching. And so a week like this, when you don't have a specific opponent to train for, you just work on those basic things and get your kids to be better football players.
All right, let's keep it rolling here in the second half, Coach. Best of luck to you.
Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate it.
And that is Jeff Friedoff here at the halftime break as Decorah leads it 36-0, and they will get the ball to start the second half. I don't know if John's eating some from chicken over there or drinking some Gatorade, or you gonna work with us here in the second half? Me and Coach O can handle it if you really want to.
I'm just chit-chatting.
Being the social butterfly that John Carlson can be at times. It's one of his strengths, but nonetheless, Decorah getting the football to start the second half. First time the kick return unit would have an opportunity to do something right now. You know what? I'm going to throw it out here. I would not be shocked to see an onside kick attempt at this point.
No, I would not either. That's why you got to be ready. In the second half, you got to be ready for everything because, as Coach said earlier, they have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And so
So, Coach, am I nuts thinking that?
No, I'd say it's...
Don't answer the am I nuts part, but...
I don't expect to see that, but...
Soika will pop it up on the left side. And Josh Lee bobbles it a bit, catches it on the far side, numbers at the 25, and runs straight ahead to the 33-yard line. So Josh Lee will return it at that point. And the clock will run as we are in continuous clock mode once again for the 5th time in 6 ball games. First down and 10 for Decorah, moving left to right, leading by a count of 36-0. And the Vikings have scored on the first drive of the second half in all 5 games to this point. Drew Schwartz to the right near side. Brett Johnson off to the far side left. Peter on a wing left side. I formation with Johansson and Jewell. Taking the snap as Qualley gives to Josie left side. An ankle tackle from Spies brings him down at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7 yards, and that ankle tackle wasn't there. It could be 42-0.
Yeah, it was the quick side that time did a great job, guys, of opening a hole and for Jewell to run through it. Give that Vinton-Shellsburg, I think it was their secondary player coming up there in support, making a tackle on the play.
Second down and 3 from the 40-yard line. To the right side, Brighton Meyer. Wing right is Schwartz. Tight end left is Peter. I formation with Josie and Holst. Crossbuck right side. Holt Johansson straight up the middle. He runs to the 45, runs to the 50, carries the tackler inside the 40, keeps the legs moving, and brought down in the center of the field at the Vinton-Shellsburg 35-yard line. It's a gain of 25 for Holt Johansson. First down to Decorah.
I would say, honestly, he ran past 4 or 5 white jerseys that not one of them threw their body down in front. All they did was reach with an arm, and then a couple guys trying to jerk the ball out rather than trying to tackle first. You do the ball jerking out after the guy's being tackled.
First down and 10 from the Vinton-Shellsburg 35. Dropping a throw as Qualley. He has all day to throw. He fires over the middle, and it's nearly intercepted. Ferguson and Grant Sagan were in between the ball and Brett Johnson that time, and it was a similar pass to that one that Qualley got picked off in the first half, so Vikes a little lucky there, second down.
Well, Brett was open, and I think the mechanics from Jake were a little off. It looked like he was kind of sidestepping there instead of just stepping up in the pocket and delivering the football.
Second and 10, 35-36, nothing. Decorah 9:35 to play third quarter. High formation, split to the left side is Brighton Meyer. Qualley option left side, keeps it, runs to the 30, runs to the 25. He's up the far sideline. He's inside the 20. He's brought down inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Qualley keeps it for 21 and a first down.
Taken down.
Go ahead, Coach.
Well, it was belly left, which you ride the fullback and make a good fake, and when your fullback is making the yardage that ours does, he attracts a lot of attention and really easier than what you'd sometimes like it to be, so that we have to do more to make it on every game situation a productive run.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line, 8:48 to play third quarter, 36-0 Decorah. Receivers left and right, wing left Peter, and the give is to Josie, who drops the football after the handoff. It's picked up by Qualley, who just goes down at the 15-yard line. A little timing miscommunication between Qualley and Jewell that time, and it's a loss back to the 15, second and 12.
Well, I think what happened there is it was that kind of delayed handoff, if you will, of Jake trying to go find the belly of Josie, and just maybe off kilter there, just off sequence, and fortunately for the Vikes, Qualley fell back on it.
Second down and 12 from the 15. 4 minutes into the second half. Running clock, 36-0 Decorah. Meyer left, Schwartz wing left, I formation with Smith, and Johansson give to Johansson, runs off left tackle, fighting to the end zone for the touchdown. Holt Johansson makes it a 42-0 ball game. His third score of the night, is second on the ground.
Oh, it's a good run by Johansson, but it's made easy when there aren't many bodies that are flying at you. It's pretty much just reaching, no real trying collision. It's not what you call real good 3A football when it's not is competitive by the other team at least giving a good effort.
Lee's PAT up and good. He is 5 for 5 in that category tonight. 42-0 Decorah, 7:55 to play third quarter. And Wicks Construction is who you'll hear from now. Kicking off from left to right will be Josh Lee to restart the ball game with 7:55 to play. Decorah up by a 43-0 margin. 3 touchdowns to Holt Johansson and a 2-point run. 2 touchdowns for Josie Jewell and Gavin Nimrod with a touchdown as well tonight. And the Viking defense has held Vinton-Shellsburg to 16 yards overall. Sagan takes the kick at the 5, straight ahead 10, 15, 20, runs up the middle across the 25 and takes a hard hit as he is dragged down at the 31-yard line. So clock gonna be running once again here. First down and 10 at the 31-yard line for Vinton-Shellsburg. So the number one off defense is in there. Brett Johnson, Josh Eady at the corners. Nimrod and Schwartz will be the safeties. Osley and Jewell at the linebackers. Peter Smith at the ends. Hovden and Ashbacker at the tackles. And Tyler Hobie at the nose. Sagan takes, gives to Merchant right side. Not much. He'll move ahead off right tackle to the 33-yard line. Brought down on the play by Gavin Nimrod, Andy Hovden, and Dustin Smith.
No push at the point of attack, and we're doing our job, and that's most important. I'm sure that we're trying to play the way we're supposed to do it.
2nd and 8 from the 33-yard line. Give to the fullback up the middle, Rickles, and he'll squeeze through off left guard to maybe the 35. Tyler Hobie in on the stop. Rickles gets 2. It's 3rd down and 6 upcoming for Vinton-Shellsburg, as they are only 1 of 8 on 3rd down conversions. Clock runs with 6:35 to play here in the third. 43-0 Decorah.
Is that one play too on a penalty from us, isn't it?
Yeah. Actually, on their first 3rd down attempt, they threw a pass that converted a 3rd down. As Sagan takes the snap, rush is on, hit by Ashbacker, sandwiched by Hovden, and a sack back to the 28-yard line. A loss of 7.
An indication of the enthusiasm of the young men in white is there wasn't a man on the ground in a white shirt except the quarterback that got sacked.
No. You're calling it like you see it, Coach.
Yeah, it's not a
lot of resistance right now.
No.
And punting will be Colton Draker. He'll move forward, get the kick away, coming down to Sweska on the near side. He dropped the ball and goes down to one knee at the 37-yard line. So the punt goes 35 yards, no return. Clock runs with 5:28 to play here in the third quarter. It is a 43-0 lead, and the number 2 offense coming in for Decorah with Bryce Pierce at the quarterback position. And bringing in the play will be Dustin Carey. Sean Truan is at center. Quick side of the line right now, or power side, Matthew Whittle and McKinley McCabe, Cole Rohrer, and Nick Gosling on the quick side of the line. High formation, Andy Strand and Michael Suvaroff. And Suvaroff gets the handoff behind Strand off right tackle. He'll move ahead to the 42-yard line, a gain of 5 yards.
Pierce is the quarterback handoff to.
Good job there of Michael being patient behind his blocking on that power side. A power play there with, as you mentioned, Darren, Strand leading the block, and Suvorov, good hard run there off first down.
Kyle Kane is the tight end right side of the line. The left side will go Dylan Henning, to the right side, Brady Dolly, Strand, and Savaroff in the backfield. The give is to Savaroff, right side across the 45, running ahead to the 48-yard line. It'll be a first down on a gain of 6 for Michael. As 4:13 to play here in the third quarter, 43-0 Decorah. Ever since the first drive of the game, it has been no contest tonight for Decorah.
Center speeds with tackle credit.
To the left side will go Dylan Henning. Wing left, Dustin Carey, I formation, Savaroff and Strand. Tight end right side is Kane. Give us to Andy Strand off left guard, and the resistance tough there as he'll run off the left side and get brought down at the 50-yard line. So Stevie Henry, the man that brought him down.
I gotta say something positive in behalf of the Vinton-Shellsburg Vikings. I saw 3 guys actually throw their body into the tackle pile to try to help bring down our ball carrier.
First time we've seen it in a while, quite frankly. 2nd and 8 from just shy of the 50-yard line. 43-0 Decorah. Crossbuck play to Savarov off the left side. He'll run to the 48-yard line. Got tripped up in the backfield initially by Warren Rouse. Finished off by Stevie Henry. It's 3rd down upcoming with 3 minutes to play in the 3rd.
Well, as you mentioned, crossbuck play. They did a good job getting off some blocks there. Vin did. Understanding where the football was going, and Savorov really had no opportunity there on a lane to run.
So, 3rd and 7 it will be from the 49-yard line. Kyle Kane split to the left side. Dylan Henning to the near side right. Wing back right is Carey. Split backs with Strand and Savarov. Dropping to throw as Pierce fires over the middle. Catch made by Dustin Carey. Takes a big hit from Spees, but knocks down the football at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 14. And a 1st down. Good hands there by Dustin Carey.
Good pitch and catch. So the ball was thrown right to the belt buckle of the receiver, Carey from Pearson. It was a nicely timed pass, enough protection to give the quarterback Pearson. It was just a nice play.
And the Vikes now 2 of 3 on 3rd down conversions on the night. 43-0 Decorah. 2 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Bryce Pierce takes the snap, gives to Savarov behind Strand right side, runs inside the 35 and a rank down. At the 30-yard line, Chase Overton, the man that brought him down. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC. Decorah, 43-0 Decorah. 100 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, power play again, and if last line of defense there doesn't make that tackle, Savorov is in the end zone. Good job there by Michael to really blast off the play and pick up positive yards on 1st down.
2nd and 5 from the 30-yard line. Pierce under his center, Sean Truan, with an I formation on a wing left. Option left side. Pierce makes the pitch to Savorov, and the timing pitch wasn't there. And recovering the fumble was Vinton-Shellsburg at the 44-yard line, and that'll be a turnover for Decorah. Colton Draker on the fumble recovery. Timing just wasn't there on that option that time, and the 2nd turnover of the night. 1st time this season Decorah's had 2 turnovers in a game.
Well, it should have been eaten by the quarterback because the pitch man was as well covered as the quarterback was getting tackled, being covered, and pitch went errant, and give them credit, they really went after that ball and came up with a turnover recovery here.
Start is the 44-yard line for Vinton-Shellsburg. Dropping a throw. Sagan got away from Andy Hovden. Throws down the left sideline going for Griffin. Knocked away and nearly intercepted. Pierce knocked the football away from Griffin on the near side. Numbers at the 28-yard line, and almost getting the deflected tip was Brady Dolly. It's 2nd down upcoming.
Well, I will say, guys, though, that Pierce was in an okay position, but the receiver had inside position on Bryce, and fortunately for him, the ball was overthrown, or else that would have been a reception for the receiver.
And that will be the 3rd quarter of play, or will it, as Vinton quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Give us to the fullback. Ferguson runs into Andy Hovden at the 45, who says no further at that point. So 3rd quarter done, 43-0 Decorah. And let's take a break for Plan One Financial. Greg and Marty Wise in for Burning Rock Products. 4th quarter about ready to begin. Decorah out gaining Vinton-Shellsburg 320 to 14 yards right now. Decorah out rushing Vinton-Shellsburg 241 to -14. Decorah out passing Vinton-Shellsburg. 79 at the 79 and 28 at the Vinton-Shellsburg. So it'll be 3rd down, and it should be 3rd down and about 9, and the Sticks got it about 3rd down and 5.
Come on, Dad, man.
Even though he's the down box guy. Hey, there's a little bit.
We got to pick on Dad, man, though.
this is a confusing situation here because I think they flipped and they flipped and went to the wrong mark. This should be a 3rd down and 11 and not a 3rd down and 4 as Sagan rolls to his left side. He's dumped outside the 40-yard line. Austin Ashbacker, who's lived in the Vinton-Shellsburg backfield, brings down Sagan back to the 39-yard line. So you know what? They incorrectly spotted the ball, but it doesn't matter.
No, it didn't. Vike defense is just swarming, and Coach talked about it earlier. Vinton-Shellsburg isn't blocking anybody either.
So 4th down and 11 it will be. Draker on in punt formation. We've said that a ton tonight as Draker punting for the 8th time this evening. High and over end kick. Cole Sweska calls for the fair catch, corrals it at the 32-yard line. So the punt that time will go 28. No return, 11:08 to play and counting. As this one just flying by. 3 touchdowns for Holt Johansson, 2 rushing, 1 receiving tonight. Josie Jewell, 2 rushing touchdowns, and Kevin Nimrod with 1 rushing touchdown, and most importantly, Vinton-Shellsburg now with 9 yards of total offense.
Wow.
That's unbelievable. 1st down and 10 at the 33-yard line. And as Pierce gives to Savaroff left side, crosses the 35 to the 40. Michael in the open field. He's to the 50, the 40, and knocked to the sideline. At the 25-yard line, they're going to mark him at the 23. Good interference that time. And it'll be a 1st down on a gain on the play of 35 yards.
Good hole off the left side of our offensive line, and the young man Savard showed a little bit of speed once he got through the hole, and 1 tackler to beat, but he got him down.
1st down and 10, 23-yard line inside of 10 minutes to play here. 43-0 Decorah, receivers left and right. Bryce Pierce gives to Savaroff, runs off right guard inside the 20 and down to the 17-yard line. Brought down by the middle of the defense. It was Urban, the man that brought him down. Offensive line still the same with Gosling, Hamilton, Truan, Whittle, and McCabe up there.
Credit for the tackle.
Good job by them to get a hole there on the power side at the point of attack. Just a lead play there. Strand leading the way, and Savorov doing a good job making it a read again.
2nd and 5 from the 18-yard line, 9:18 to play, 43-0 Decorah. Bryce Pierce takes option right side. He keeps it. He escapes 1 defender, tries to go to his left, and takes a big-time hit from Cole Draker. Back to the 18-yard line. It's a loss of a yard for Bryce Pierce.
Draker with a hit on Pierce.
As a quarterback, keep to our offensive right, and it was doomed from the get-go because 2 guys had a chance to put him down on the side where it was meant to be run, and then Pierce cut it back behind the line of scrimmage to his left side, and Big 77 put him down.
3rd and 5 from the 18-yard line. Vikes 2 of 3 on 3rd down conversions. Pierce takes the snap, crossbuck play, Savaroff left side, 1st down and more, inside the 15, inside the 10, the end zone for the touchdown. Michael Savaroff, first varsity touchdown, 49-0 Decorah, 8:29 to play.
Well, I mean, you got to give our kids credit for playing, but then absolutely just, I mean, they basically shoved him into the end zone. They said, here you go, you're in the end zone, and Savorov ran hard. Like I said, don't discredit him, but just really no real resistance up front by the Vinton Vikings.
And Bryce Pierce, who's 4 for 5 on the extra points this year out of the hold of Qualley, out of the snap of Sean Truant. Snap spot kick up and good, 50-0 Decorah. And 8:29 to play. And we hear from Rockweiler Appliance and TV. Entertainment value of this one got done in the 2nd quarter. As I do want to take this time, I do want to take 50-0 Decorah for homecoming 2012. Even though obviously homecoming coronation speakers, the standards have lowered pretty much. I want to thank the Decorah high school student council, for asking me to be one of the homecoming speakers at the coronation ceremony today. I was honored to do it. Honored to get to talk to Decorah High School kids today during the coronation ceremony. And here's the approach and the kick as Bryce Pierce with his first kick of the year. And Griffin from the 9 runs to the 20, runs into Andy Strand, and Dylan Korsnes flattens his tires at the 21-yard line. So first down and 10 from that point.
Well, good job down there in coverage. Dylan Korsnes doing a good job. Senior getting in on special teams and doing his job. And going off your point, I heard from a couple of teachers those commencement speakers were above average today, so apparently they did okay.
I got to give credit to my radio friends and colleagues, Tyler Rinkin and Marlon Henriquez as well, too. First down and 10, 21-yard line. Give off the right side of Merchant, and he gets bent ahead to the 27-yard line. That's the longest run of the night for Vinton-Shellsburg right there. Second down upcoming. In the secondary right now for Decorah is Dylan Korsnes, as well as Dalton Mull, as well as Brighton Meyer, as well as Kellen O'Shea, as well as Cody Rittner. Sweeping the right side is Merchant across the 30 and brought down at the 31-yard line. It is Dylan Korsnes, the man that brought him down that time, but a gain of 6 to a first down is against 2s and 3s. Vinton-Shellsburg finally doing something.
Good solo tackle, though, by Dylan Korsnes. Clean tackle.
Up front for Decorah is Dalton Mott. Dropping to throw is Sagan. Sagan with plenty of time, firing deep down the right sideline. Too long for the intended receiver. And that was Max Kearns. Also up front for Decorah now is Riley Rue. Sam Johnson on the defensive line, as well as Sawyer Wise. And right now at the linebackers, it is, I believe, Dustin Carey and Andy Strand right now. So 6.5 to play. 50-0 Decorah. Johansson and Savarov touchdowns here in the second half. Give to Griffin, running the left side, gets a nice kick-out block from Merchant, turns upfield across the 40, and dragged to the far sideline at the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down, as Andy Strand, the man that knocked him to the sideline that time. So
that is their longest run from scrimmage of the night, 14 yards.
Good lateral pursuit there by Hovden, though, or excuse me, Strand from his linebacker position. Good sideline-to-sideline movement there.
So, first and 10, 44-yard line. Give to Griffin running the left side. He'll move ahead across the 40 and knock to the far sideline at the 49-yard line. Griffith on the counter move to the left side was knocked to the sideline by Kellen O'Shea. It's a second down and 5 upcoming. With 5.5 to play in this one, it's been all Decorah tonight. This is the only real sustained offense that Vinton-Shellsburg has had all night. Sagan up to the line of scrimmage. He'll take the snap. Off play action. Rushes on. Fires the right side. Flag down as the right tackle for Vinton-Shellsburg was about 10 yards downfield. Pretty easy call for the umpire as the catch was made by Logan Davis. He'll move down to the 36-yard line, but it's going to get called back. That was as easy of a call for the umpire on that as possible. It was almost like he thought he was a tight end in 8-man football there.
Wow.
Larry Walderback gets to tap his head twice and point west. And speaking of going west, we'll do that next week, as Decorah will be at Cresco. Not that far west, Coach, but you're used to going to Perry on some Friday nights. That's a little more west than us. So, at least next week. As gives to Merchant left side, moves ahead and gets brought down. As some new numbers coming in for Decorah, as he is brought down on the play by Easton Schmitz. Up front for Decorah, Kelvin Baumler is in, as well as Jacob Franzen. Kevin Downing is in the game, as well as Cole Hamilton. That is your defensive line right now. In the secondary right now is Cole Rohr. Sagan gives to Merchant, runs ahead inside the 45 and brought down at the 39-yard line. Yeah, also in the secondary, Kellen O'Shea, Connor Gassman. Up on the defensive line right now.
Easton Schmitz with a hit.
Mitchell Klein also coming in there. For Decorah on that defensive line is Michael Ruiz. And also up there on the defensive line, Cody Carlin. Linebackers right now are Easton Schmitz and Sean Denning. Sagan gives on a counter to Griffin left side, and Griffin tries to throw it back to Sagan. He'll run to the 40. He'll run back to the right. And the song and dance football will get him 4 yards.
That's the play in the first half that they
Pitch out carried by Griffin.
fumbled on the back pitch to the quarterback. It went from the quarterback to the running back, back to the. It's a design play. That's not an improvised.
Why would you design something like that, Coach?
Well, that's they've got a reason, but we can't figure it out. But that's an unusual play.
Devin Jostand is in at the right defensive end right now, dropping to throw Sagan out of the shotgun, throws the slant left side, caught by Spees. He's inside the 25 and down to the 21-yard line. Back into the lineup on the defensive line for Decorah will be Jacob Franzen, as well as Kevin Downing, as we have set John Carlson down to the sideline. This is really the first sustained offense that Vinton has had all night. 2:22 to play, 50-0 Decorah. Up to the line of scrimmage comes Sagan. He'll take the snap, give to Merchant right side. It's blocked well. He'll turn upfield inside the 20, inside the 15, to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone for the touchdown. So Merchant gets on the board. And 2:08 to play. It's 50-6 now. And Merchant took advantage of a pretty well-blocked play there.
Yeah, they had some bodies, at least screen blocking on our blue shirts, and we weren't throwing our bodies around very much on that play either, so he was able to waltz in there pretty easy.
Soika for the PAT. It's spotted, it's booted, it's up, it's good. It's 50-7. And we will hear from Rockweiler Appliance and TV. Soika will kick off from right to left to restart the ball game. There's only 2:08 left in this one. By the way, walk-on in Union, only halfway through the third quarter down there, tied at 14. A couple of 2A pretty good football teams going at it there.
Right, I'd second that, Darren. They're two of the better in our area, and maybe two of the better in the state in 2A.
Cresco leading Independence 31-3 as they do kick it deep down to Sweska at the 17, runs ahead to the 25, bounces right to the outside 30, runs to the 35, and is knocked out of bounds in the vicinity of the 38-yard line. I still think it's a darn shame Decorah and Walk-On didn't play this year.
Yeah, I not only think them and us, Walk-On and us, but New Hampton and us also.
Yeah. But when the world gets as smart as me and you, Coach, it's going to be a boring place, right? 1:38 to play in this one as the Vikes up to the line of scrimmage. Easton Schmitz is the center now. High formation in the backfield with Savaroff and Strand. Brady Dollery split to the left side. Wing back left is Dustin Carey. Tight end right is Kyle Kane. Give to Savaroff left side. Runs across the 40 and brought down near the 43-yard line. Rest of that offensive line now. Cole Hamilton still in there. Matt Whittle still in there. Also Nick Gosling. And also McKinley McCabe. So you're pretty much in number 2 offensive line is in there tonight. So 50-7 the score.
Knocked down there by Chase Overton.
Speaking of New Hampton starting the fourth quarter, they're leading Central Springs in their homecoming game 48-12. High formation, split to the left side is Dolly. Give off the left side to Sam Johnson, and he pinballs his way forward across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Cody Carlin now coming in on the offensive line for Decorah. And also coming in, Connor Gassman at one of the wingback positions. And on the power guard position right now, it's going to be Kyle Hageman.
And this will probably be the last play of the game. This is one of the shortest, quickest halves I've ever been around in high school football.
34 minutes right now in actual time, Coach. Yeah. That includes the interview with Coach Friedoff. Give off the right side to...
That's it.
To Rittner, and Rittner moves across the 45 to the 47-yard line. And that's going to be that. It's a happy homecoming 2012. as Decorah beats Vinton-Shellsburg 50-7. We'll take a time out here and hear from Hovden Oil, Dick's Heating and Plumbing, Dick Kubler and Troy Whitehill with Edward Jones Investment.
Win number 6 for your number 1 state-ranked undefeated Vikings.
Let's go down to the sideline. John Carlson is with Coach Post.
I don't hear anything, Darren.
Drive down there, they kind of stood you up, but after that it kind of seemed like your guys got a little mad and angry and got after it.
Yeah, they had it. I guess they had to make us mad first in order for them to react. But yeah, they had a nice goal line stand, and they're a low penetrating team, and we didn't get low enough on our blocks, and they got underneath us, and they were able to stop us there. So, but our guys adjusted to it, and we got better as the game went along.
And you talk about that first drive after that, it seemed like your offense was clicking on all cylinders. What was it anything your guys were doing differently tonight, or just same old, just blocking?
Well, the game of football is about blocking and tackling, and that's what they're doing. They're blocking and they're tackling very well, and they're executing their things very well. There's nothing new. We just keep doing what we're doing and trying to get a little bit better at executing those kinds of things each week, adjusting to what teams do to us, and it's been fun so far.
And defensively, your guys just continually in the backfield of opponents this year. I think that first unit only maybe allowed 1 first down up until that last score here. Talk about their play all season.
Well, our defensive line is really pretty outstanding right now. They're just so quick off the ball, and they don't get blocked very well. And they use their hands well, their quickness, they use their feet. We've got four or five guys in there that use their feet very well up front, and that's really an asset. And when you're playing football, obviously, because they get off those blocks very well, and they attack well. We've been working on some things in practice to try to improve their techniques of swimming and ripping and bull rushing and stuff like that, and they're doing it better and better every week. So hopefully, if we keep continuing, it'll pay off for us as we go down the road here further and further down the line.
Well, we appreciate your time again, and move to 5-0, and we'll look forward to talking to you again next week.
Hey, thanks. It's been a great crowd here, great opportunity to do things here, beautiful night. You just about can't ask for any more, can you?
Right.
So, thank you.
All right, appreciate it, Coach. We'll talk to you next